Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, where Peru is making a bit of a breakout attempt here. And we're not really prepared to shift our troops around, but we are bringing in reinforcements to the front, and they will be arriving here fairly soon. So I don't believe that Peru is going to continue seeing too much success here. And ultimately, I think that widening the front is good for us. That's my theory, anyway. So we're just going to get these troops up to the front lines here, and then once we have enough here, we'll shift around our front lines, and we'll get these troops all fighting a little bit more effectively. I mean, this is at this point, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations, so we could have, like, one army be here, the other army be here, and then they just try to both push for the capital or something. That might be something that works. So let's just get into position for that. And these guys are kind of moving slowly, but we expect that with this mountain range and the jungle in this area. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to immediately withdraw these guys' orders, and I'm going to tell them to take up a frontline position that is, I think, this. That is their front line, with their offensive line being the capital. Like that. They can go ahead and execute that, and then we'll pull these guys off of this frontline order. Like so. And then their primary mission will be, once this army is in position, they're going to pull back to here. That's the overall plan, at any rate. And let's see how long it takes these guys to get into position. It'll take a little while, to be sure. But that's okay. We don't mind that. And overall, this doesn't look too bad. We lost a little bit of ground, but I think we'll be completely comfortable pulling that back. Just waiting on these troops to move in a little bit more here before we pull these guys back a bit. Now, they are already reorganizing over here, and we're going to need to reorganize them further. But we need to make sure that these divisions... Oh, these are Coast Guard divisions. Okay, with there being Coast Guard divisions there, that's definitely having an effect on the landscape. There's no doubt about that. That changes things. Now, these guys are going to be pulled back further. I just want to make sure... Yeah, I think at this point, I'm comfortable with changing this front line. So we will edit that to be, I believe, this. Correct? Correct. Okay, and then this offensive line is going to be coming in this direction and attacking their capital. Like that. Okay, so we'll get in position for that. It'll take some time for us to properly get into those positions, but that'll be okay. The Coast Guard can hold over here for a little while. So that will be absolutely perfect. And we're going to struggle to break into these lines for a bit until we get properly moved in here. It's still going to be a bit. That's okay. We're going to... Interesting. When I restarted the game, apparently a number of our naval invasions were deleted. I'm just going to get rid of that one, and we'll recreate them when we're ready for that. It'll be fine. So we should have sufficient numbers here to overwhelm them at this point. And that's the overall idea. We're just going to throw troops at this. Netherlands and Canada want military access. We're going to decline. They probably just want to help us against Peru, but I don't want help against Peru. I don't want this situation to happen. Luckily, they took that American location again, and that's great for us. We're very, very happy about that. So these guys are repositioning along this line, and we're just generally getting ready to go. How are we doing on our research? Our next research is going to be landing craft in 45 days. That's perfect. How's our construction going? Not terribly. So that's good. We already have a nuclear reactor, don't we? I think we have a completed nuclear reactor over here somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. The U.S. wants to move troops through our territory. No, I decline. I almost accepted that. That would have been problematic. Hello. We appear to be winning in their capital right now. Are they moving reinforcements in? They're not. It's going to be a while before this battle is done. But that's a good sign right there. I mean, we're able to threaten literally every location that they have, right? So that's good. The Provisional Government of Bolivia. No, they're not ready yet. We don't want to have puppet nations at this time. I'm far, far more interested in just mobilizing up our manpower. And that'll be fine. Hopefully some of that non-core manpower will start trickling in at some point, but I mean, we have pretty good recruitable monthly growth in states. So that's fine. We're up over 100k now. I'm quite pleased with that. I would also like to do region-wide industrial integration. That'll take a little while to put that one into effect. But we're still winning in Lima. And this is amazing. They're not reinforcing currently. We're mostly just watching for if they send in reinforcements, and if they do, in fact, we may want to bump both of these up to aggressive attacks. That said, we're not really in a good position for that. We are attacking a little bit over here. Another 5 days here. Do we have anybody aggressively attacking? Actually, this guy is aggressively attacking. I'm going to tell him to attack in a balanced manner. Okay, that'll do. Wow, our manpower just plummeted. Okay, we must have sent out a bunch of reinforcements. I'd kind of like these divisions here to help out with this attack. Get in here. There we go. Peru has capitulated. That's what we needed. Fantastic. Okay, we do have some insufficient resources here. We're going to grab some more from the US. And from Turkey. Wonderful. And neither of these guys currently have orders. And that's fair enough. We're going to start both of these armies moving up to, like, Central America for right now. There's no available land route up here, so we're going to have them come up here for now. That'll be fine. And in the meantime, our manpower can start going up a bit, and we can work a little bit on losing 5.3 modern tanks per day when we're not fighting. Wonder how accurate that is. 5.4? Do we have a reliability issue with our modern tanks? Like, hang on, let's take a look here. That's a variant that we could create. I mean, yeah, that would reduce our reliability there, but we can bump that up. I wouldn't necessarily mind increasing... How many of these can we put in? Is there a cap on this? Apparently 7? Or actually, there isn't. It just caps at 5. So that's fascinating, isn't it? I actually didn't know that this system existed for the tanks. So, the current reliability, this would keep the reliability where it's at. That's very interesting, for sure. Now, that's very expensive. We'll try keeping this somewhere around here. This is a solid upgrade. There we go. And we're going to have these be modern tank Mark 1s that we're producing. Currently, there's no equipment in stock that we could use to convert into modern tank Mark 1. Fair enough. Okay, so we'll do something like that. That should increase our modern tank reliability and defenses and the armor. So that's great. We're very, very happy about that. And ultimately, I'd like to max this all out, but that would keep our reliability at like 100%. I'm not sure how I want to balance this. Maybe just max all of that out eventually, but for now, we'll have it be like this. Okay, so what are we waiting on right now? Mostly we're waiting on landing craft. That's mostly what we want, is a landing craft. So let's go ahead and get these guys set up. We're going to have them go in, I think, groups of 10. Like this. So we're going to have one naval invasion from here, and that's going to land not there, but rather... See, the problem here is that we would need to have naval supremacy in both of these regions. Maybe that's okay. So it would land, like, say, here. Like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These guys would naval invade from here. That's not how I wanted to do that. Okay, these guys are... Okay, I have to figure this out again. So that's 9 and that's 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that. Actually, I was scrolled down. This is fine. This is completely fine. We'll have it be this. So we're going to have them come from here. And I'd love for them to land over here. Like that. Now, we can't assign that currently. Because we don't have the ships that we would need. These guys, though, their goal is going to be to naval invade from here up to, say, here. Something like that. And then we'll also have a naval invasion from here over to, ideally, right there. So it'll be something along the lines of that. The bulk of our forces will be in the south. This unit will hopefully cause Havana to fall quickly. If not, it'll cut Havana off from the rest. Something along those lines. And each of these is going to be 10 divisions, or maybe... Our cap is going to be 50, isn't it? Well, we have 48 here. So we could maybe toss, like, 12 into each of these. That should be okay. I think that'll be acceptable. 8 days on our landing craft, 10 days on our nukes. And we're just going to start stockpiling the nukes. So these guys are on their way up. That's fine. And the question is, when are we going to complete landing craft? I'm going to bump it up to speed 4 because we're mostly just waiting on the landing craft at this point, right? That's completely fine. Our modern tank Mark 1s are working up their production efficiency. We are up over 10 per day. And we are currently seeing plus 4.6 modern tanks per day. 4.0. Okay, sure. That's fine. We are missing some motorized, apparently, for garrison and division reinforcements. What do we need motorized for? Where's our supply usage in here? Is that in here? Motorized, 20. Okay, so does that come from... Ah, the field hospitals. Okay, so that's good. We definitely do want some motorized then. So we will go ahead and add in motorized. We're not going to need a lot of motorized. So I'm just going to toss 2 factories at it like that. That should be plenty, I think. What else do we need? Tactical bombers. We have jet tactical bombers. So that's fine. There's our landing craft. We're going to immediately begin working on landing craft Mark II, or advanced landing craft, rather. That's not something that we're going to wait on, though. So we've got these guys assigned here. We're going to have our bottom guys here. We're going to get 10 of those. We're going to assign those to this. And then we'll get that going. Actually, we're going to assign these 2 to it as well. And then we're going to assign these 2 here. 12 and 12. Perfect. We're going to assign these 12. Actually, we can just select all and then select half. Boom. I wish there was an invert selection button, but there does not appear to be. So these 2 brigades here. Sure. We can actually see here that they're moving towards friendly territory. The others are not. So we'll do something like that. How long will it take to prepare these? It should be in here, I think. Or in here, at least. 42 days. Sure. That's not too bad. There's our nukes, and we now are producing 0.5% of a nuke per day. That's fine. So we're going to grab, I think, improved rocket engines at this point. Maybe. Support rocket artillery. That's actually not all that helpful, is it? Let's, I think, work instead on signal companies? Perhaps. Or upgrading our engineers. I think upgrading our engineers will be good. Okay, are we justifying on Cuba? No. How long will that take? 25 days. That's acceptable. Our preparations will be done by then. Okay, let's hop into our naval view here. Our navy here needs to shift over into naval invasion support. And they're going to come up here to the Caribbean and the Florida Sea. We're going to remove the Peruvian coast from them. For now, this is going to cost us quite a lot of fuel. However, once they arrive at port up here, they should be fine. And these guys are on their way to their various destinations. Should be completely fine. We're mobilizing quite a lot of manpower at this time. That is very, very good for us. And of course, we're also going to need to attack Haiti and the Dominican Republic. We're not going to do those simultaneously. We'll attack Haiti first and then the Dominican Republic. And that's all we can do in the Caribbean for now until we start fighting the Allies. Now the question is, how is Germany doing? The answer is poorly. The US is taking over large swaths of Africa. That is unfortunate for us. Unfortunate indeed. They're not focusing on Japan. Who all is Japan at war with right now? I mean, pretty much the Allies there, but a lot of those have capitulated. Field Hospital 2 has finished up. We're going to grab Field Hospital 3. Excellent. That will continue to help our manpower losses, which is currently skyrocketing our manpower. We're very happy about that. We're going to bump up our importing from the US. We may also want to preemptively grab some chromium, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. How are we doing on our construction over here? These are civilian factories. Okay. Can we build any other factories? No. Can we build any infrastructure? Yes. Okay, that sounds good. We're currently positive in our fuel and banking it up, which is exactly what we want to do right now. This is going to be a pretty fuel-expensive invasion of Cuba. Okay, our justification is finished. Some divisions have not yet reached their starting points. They're moving. Not very quickly, but they're moving. Especially this one is not moving quickly. Okay, it's going to take some time for those to get to their starting points. Particularly these over here. Mostly this guy, who's attempting to drive tanks through the jungle for reasons known only to his commander. Okay, these infantry divisions, they're going to, of course, go into the Western Coast Guard, which caps out at what, 40? 42. Okay. Sounds good. So we're going to keep those even for now. We are going to need a Central American Guard as well. Central American and Caribbean. And we'll definitely do that soon enough. Okay. How are we doing on our movements? Actually, we're making good progress here. With this group, anyway. With this one, Denmark has capitulated to the German Reich. Didn't they already do that? I feel like they did. Regardless, Germany is currently in collapse, and that's fine. Iceland has just taken control of their foreign affairs again, but they are controlled by the United States, so there's that. Excellent. Okay, so we're mostly just waiting on this tank brigade right now. This guy here. Is he not assigned to a division, or to an invasion? Rather? There we go. Okay. I'm going to assign this to a new army in the Coast Guard. No, I don't want to select all these. Let's have that deselected. We're going to create ourselves a new army here, and this is going to be the Central American and Caribbean Coast Guard. That's not how you spell guard. There we go. Fantastic. And their assignment is going to be to area defense this up here, as well as our Caribbean conquests. Only the one unit for now. With the amount that our manpower is increasing, we could theoretically step up recruitment, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. The UK wants military access. We decline. Okay. So this guy is making his way up now, and he will be up here fairly shortly. Excellent. Apparently it wasn't using the rail network previously, which is very awkward. But I changed his orders, and now we appear to be working quite well. We do require a new technology to research here. We did just finish convoy sailing. Let's go ahead and do, say, subsidiary carrier role. We don't have any carriers right now, but that's okay. So we're just waiting on these guys to arrive. They're going to need their organization raised up, for sure. And we're pretty short on heavy tanks, or rather on modern tanks still. We are producing 12.23 per day at this point. And we are currently expecting the shortage to last for about 2 more years. That's fine. I do want to change out our air wings fairly soon here. So these are jet fighter ones, currently. These are fighter 3s. So I'm going to disband this air wing. There we go. And there. We are then going to add in an air wing. And this is going to be just jet fighter ones. And we're going to have that be 500. And they are going to be assigned here. We need to let them deploy first. We may need to let them deploy first. Any moment now. Okay. Select air wings to attach. Oh, well, we definitely want to do... There we go. Now it's working. Perfect. So these guys here are our air wing. And then these are tactical bomber 2s. Okay. These guys are jet tactical bombers. So let's get these guys upgraded, or actually, these guys upgraded as well to jet tactical bombers. Let's reduce that, and we are going to add in an air wing here. This is going to be... We don't have any in stock right now, but we might have to do something about that. Any jet tactical bombers in here? No. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bump this down to be 100, like that. Return those to the stocks, and then we're going to do jet tactical bombers. And these guys are going to be set to strategic bombing, and they're going to be attached here. And we're going to bump both of those air wings up to 500. We're going to be short on both of those, but that's fine. And then these are currently regular tactical bombers. Not sure what their mission is. I think I'm just going to disband this wing. There we go. Okay. So that's the plan there. Now, some of those wings are still pretty small. And that's fine. We have a free dockyard. And I kind of want to start working on... Not this. Gonna toss it at convoys for now. It's not going to be super helpful, but that's okay. Let's check our positioning. Looks good. Dominion of Canada canceled their Lend-Lease with us. This isn't shocking. We are going to check in over here. Looks good. We're going to conquer Cuba. Excellent. Begin the invasions. Fantastic. I don't believe that Cuba is going to be able to withstand this. Yeah, we're pretty short on our number of modern tanks. This isn't shocking. We're working on it. Very slowly. Okay, so we can see over here they are attempting to hold us off. But there's only so many locations that they can, right? We're currently winning this, and they just abandoned this location to try to hold here, and they're going to fail that. So we're going to take this naval base here, which is a huge deal. These guys were repelled. We took this location. Fantastic. We're going to land over here. Okay. I want these guys to immediately begin attack here. I want these guys to grab this. These guys are going to frontline here. And their mission is going to be to offensive line up to Havana. Like that. Okay, so I want to get Guantanamo on our side. We're a little concerned about logistics over here, to be sure. We're currently winning up here, though, which is huge. These guys, once they return back, they are going to get assigned to this line. So they're going to make their way back up there, basically immediately. And we are fully expecting that we're going to win this. Okay. These tanks, they're going to attack here. Actually, everyone here is going to attack here. If they can. They kind of can't. Sure. We only have the one unit here right now. We're going to need to move a few more up. That's fine. We have successfully landed up here, which means Guantanamo is all they've got left. So I'm going to send this unit of armor back over this way. These guys are all going to be assigned here, of course, and their mission is going to be to offensive line to here. Okay. We do require additional steel, which we'll grab. Okay. So it looks like we are quite successful in this invasion, if I'm honest. We're a little bit low logistically here, but I think we'll be fine. These guys have no capacity to resupply up here. So that will be amazing for us. We're just letting these guys resupply a bit. I would really, really like to attack at Guantanamo, but I think we'll just wait for our reinforcements to come in. Excellent. So it looks like we're pushing in over this way. Our tank is going to grab this, of course. And there Cuba capitulates. Exactly what we wanted. Okay. Cuba is now under our control. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, we're going to take Haiti and the Dominican Republic. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.